Empty shelves at my own Kroger. I can't even believe it. The stories are true. Tune in and watch it, folks. Hey folks, Raymond Moore, Kilter Prepper. How's everybody doing out there? I was at my local Kroger's the other day, and I was rather surprised at what I saw. Now, I've been reading and seeing a lot of videos about Kroger's and Walmart and some of the other grocery stores, but particularly Kroger's, because Kroger's has been getting a lot of, attention recently due to a number of videos that have gone viral. And I wanted to really see what is going on. Now, the interesting thing is where I shop, there is a Kroger distribution center about 5 to 7 miles just right down the road, and it services the entire area that I live in. And I found it rather interesting at what I saw. What I want to show right now are about 15, 20 pictures of the empty shelves that I saw at my local Kroger's. Now, again, I wanted to do this and things because I wanted to see for myself, is this truly happening? And it really does look like it's happening. And what we're starting to see more and more, things that I've noticed. First, I have noticed number 10 cans, a lot more number 10 cans showing up on the shelves. And for those of you who don't know what a number 10 can, it's a 1 gallon stick can, those big cans. I am seeing more of those show up. And then also what I'm seeing is a lot of vacant areas. Okay, they may have, pasta, and that's in one of the pictures you saw that there was some pasta, but there were some vacant spots. And in fact, I even went back to the same grocery store today, and the spots are still vacant. And so when I took those pictures a couple days ago, I checked some of the areas, and some of the shelves have been filled, but a lot of the shelves were still vacant. And this is after 3-4 days. Now, I do know that Kroger's runs their sales for ending on Tuesday, and I believe the new sale starts on a Wednesday. So usually they're getting stocked up and everything. But even my own Kroger's, on some of the shelves while I was there today, were still vacant, particularly the dog food, cat litter, distilled water, the flour. The produce area was looking pretty good and things, but several days prior, I went to the store and everything was bare, and the produce section was not looking good. My wife wanted some jalapenos and some cilantro. She was going to do some Mexican food and everything, and there were just like two bunches of, kind of skanky cilantro, no jalapenos at all. In fact, the produce section looked rather picked over, and so I was rather surprised. And I wish I took pictures that day, because they did have in their cabinets or their cold areas mushrooms, and some of these mushrooms were like really skanky old. I mean, I wouldn't touch them, but they were selling them. And then they were passing off overly ripe avocados for 99 cents each. And I thought that was rather surprising too. So I'm starting to see, at least in the produce area, as well as in their meat area, or actually their fish area, a lot of manager sale fish going on sale. And so it looks like they're really trying to push that food out as much as possible, which I can understand and everything. But these mushrooms, I wouldn't have touched them. I mean, I've gotten sick on mushrooms before and they were pretty skanky. And then again, the avocados were pretty bad. And I mean, very, very soft. I mean, basically the only thing you could do with those would be able to make guacamole. But on that day, I was really astounded at how many empty shelves I saw. Then the day that I went back, and that was the day that I was going to go take pictures, and those are the pictures that you saw. Still, there were a lot of empty shelves. And so I went on a Tuesday, and that was the day that I was rather surprised. I went back on a Thursday, and again, this is one day after their sale starts, and a lot of those shelves were still bare. I went back today, which is Saturday, and again, a lot of the shelves that I took pictures of are actually still bare. And so I'm concerned, and what we're seeing here is a supply chain issue. And again, I saw a lot of number 10 cans, and then I'm starting to see a lot of off brands that I've never seen before at Kroger's. I mean, some of these weird brands, and I'm sure that I would like to hear if you've been seeing large cans and also off brands. I mean, I don't know where this stuff is coming from. I've never seen it before or anything, but it's like Joe's Beans or, Bob's tomato soup or, it's stuff that I've just never seen. And I don't know if it's being sold somewhere else, or is this a brand that comes from another part of the United States or something? But I've pretty much lived all over the United States, been all over the United States, and some of these brands are just kind of out there. So I'm seeing that as well. So this is really telling me that we are starting to see serious supply chain issues, and the stores are having a hard time keeping up with the demand of food. So what they're going for is some of the stuff that some of these distributors have that might be sitting back in the back, or they've been holding on to, or something like that. And we're starting to see these weirder brands or these bigger number 10 cans, because a lot of number 10 cans is what's sold to restaurants. And so I think what grocery stores are doing just to keep shelves full, they're actually dipping into restaurant food and putting it on the shelves so that their shelves don't look as bare. And so I'd be interested to hear from you. Have you seen these things as well? Or have you seen empty shelves at your store? Now, I've been getting reports on Facebook that people are still seeing, rather stocked up shelves and everything, but I am seeing a lot of people talking about how bare their shelves are. In fact, I've had a couple Kroger employees chime in on some of the preparedness groups that I hang out in, and they have been saying the same thing. There are some things that are just getting restocked or getting slow at restocked, but one individual actually said that there has been a shortage, or they haven't seen distilled water, pet food, dog, cat food, particularly the dry stuff, as well as some of the canned or wet pet food, as well as flour. And so these are things that are coming from Kroger employees too. So there's a supply chain issue. And so it's getting to the point where if you see it, I would recommend grabbing it, because these supply chain issues are really starting to catch up. And as we go in throughout the year of 2023, we are not going to see a lot of harvest, because fertilizer and fuel and the cost of seed and everything is just basically putting farmers out of business. And so we're going to have a lower harvest, a lower yield. So come the fall of 2023, then it's going to get even worse. 2024, I'm actually very concerned, because the harvest and everything is going to be greatly diminished this year, because farmers and ranchers just don't have the money to buy feed, to buy seed, to buy the fertilizer, and the diesel fuel and everything to run the tractors and everything is absolutely ridiculous. I was talking to one farmer, and this one farmer farms 8,000 acres. And so they have about 3 crops that they put in. And the year prior, the fertilizer cost for them was below $30,000. Well, this year, when they went to buy fertilizer to secure the fertilizer for this growing season, it was over $100,000 to buy fertilizer. And folks, without fertilizer, there's no food. I mean, yeah, you can put the seed in the ground and everything like that, but you're going to get greatly diminished yields. And so these farmers need fertilizer. And then on top of that, imagine, you're plowing and doing whatever it is, these large farms do. It takes a lot of diesel fuel to run those tractors and stuff. So the farmers are getting hit really, really hard. And so because of that, the cost of putting into the ground and the outcome of coming out of the ground is, again, being diminished. They're not really getting paid for what is fair value, in a sense. And in fact, I just saw a video on what was it, Wall Street Silver or Silver Wall Street, and they showed a farmer over in the UK and with eggs, because they had the same thing going on over there as we have going on over here. And one of the things that this farmer talked about is that, yeah, these eggs are being produced, but they're not getting sold at a fair market price. And so the cost of feed and everything is going up, but the distributors and the buyers want those egg prices to remain low. So no matter what, these farmers and ranchers are really, taking it in the behind right now, and it's just costing way too much. And with the cost of this going on, they're just not going to farm as much, or not put as much in the ground, or harvest or put out to sale as many of the animals and everything, because all these costs are constantly going up. So again, I'd like to hear from you guys and let me know, what are you seeing in your area? Are you seeing, shelves that are not being stocked up? Or are you seeing vacancies? Or, what's the produce section looking like? What is the cost of produce? That's another thing that really shocked me, is the rising price of produce. A head of lettuce, iceberg lettuce, is now sitting at $4.65 a head. And it's like, forget it. I'm not even just going to get it. And so I'm even finding that there's things I am passing up because I'm just not willing to pay the price for it. So I'd rather wait till the spring that I can grow it myself and, create that sort of bounty, which I really encourage you guys to start looking at doing a garden. And if you got a nice, pretty backyard, rip up that lawn and put a garden in this year. You're going to severely need it, and it's going to help you augment that grocery bill. So do me a favor, folks. If you like this video, like, subscribe, and share this video. Tell others about it. Tell other people about my channel. I'm still sitting at 950 subscribers. Help me get over that 1,000 mark. I'm only 50 away. So, help me do that. Subscribe to my channel. Tell others about my channel. Share this video with other people so that they can see what's going on. And then again, what's happening in your area. I really want to know. So again, comment below and let me know what is going on in your area. Is it just my area that's area specific? Is it just something that's happening maybe on the Eastern Seaboard area? Or is it something that is happening nationwide? So again, I would really love to hear your comments below and what's happening in your area. Do me a favor too, if you want to send me any information or anything, send me an email at ray@raymondmoore.com. ray@raymondmoore.com. That's MHOR.com. Or you can just go to my website, raymondmoore.com. Or if you use the URL, the Kilted Prepper, that'll take you also to the website. But you can contact me there by just using my contact button if you'd like. But again, I want to hear from you. What's going on out there in your area? Is this just regionalized with me, or is this happening all over the United States? So that's everything, folks. We'll see you. Goodbye. God bless. And kill time.